we're going to talk about how to coach your appointment so that it holds and you get best sales and best bookings possible. Because everything we do is not just, we just hope it works out. We actually plan it accordingly. So when you've got your booking in the diary, send a letter to your hostess thanking her for doing the booking and asking her to have a few things ready, i.e. a table, enough chairs for the 3 to 6 guests, and good lighting. Ask her not to have alcohol until you've matched all the foundation, because obviously that makes a difference to the skin colour. And you also don't want people who are a bit tipsy doing orders. You want them buying things because they actually like the product and want to. You don't want them to have a regret next day. Send them with that letter. I would normally send about 4 lookbooks, some outside order forms for people who can't come but who want to buy product, and some skincare survey forms for people that are not coming but are happy to fill out a little bit of information for you. They can be your future customers and hostesses, and give them a mini hand cream if they fill it out. And if your hostess gets 12 of these filled out, give her a gift as well, because it's about getting referrals and names and really getting the best from outside orders before you actually go and on the night. Now, just think about it. If you got outside orders of £100, would that not be fabulous that you're going on your appointment knowing that you've already sold product? Now, these all come in lovely sheets. There's a skincare survey and there's a outside order form. So just send me a message and I will email them to you. So don't think you've got to make them up. We've got them all here. Always put your business card in as well with your letter so that she knows how to get a hold of you and it looks professional. So here's the sort of easy way to do getting a party to hold and to have guests. A week before, call up the hostess to make sure she's received everything that you've sent her, because things do get lost in the post. And then remind her that you're going to want to have the names and numbers of all the guests 2 days before, because you are going to have to ask them some questions. What is their skin type? Have they used Mary Kay before? Do they know it? And what products do they use at the moment? Now, you want to know if they know Mary Kay already, because if they've got a consultant, you can sell to them on the night, but you cannot, keep them as customers. They belong to the original consultant because we don't take each other's customers. You want to know what they're using at the moment, because if they're using really good products, you can you'll know the level then of what their skincare is, and if they're using nothing, you know that they're going to feel good and look great, because our products are superb. And it's just being prepared on the night. Ask her to, just remind her about the outside orders, how it's going. And, if she's sort of having difficulty finding guests, suggest some, tell her, ask her what she does. Does she go to the gym? Does she go to church? Does she go to a book group? All these little things can, sometimes people think, they don't really think about all the people that they know. But our job is to suggest and make it easier for her. Because if you can get, about 5 or 6 guests there, it means that if 1 or 2 cancel, you've still got enough to keep going. And the ones that can't come, she can ask them for outside orders or for skincare surveys. So it just keeps building on the appointment so that you get the best possible outcome from it. So 3 days before the party, call to remind her that you're going to chat to her tomorrow and get the names and numbers so that she's got everything, and just see how it's all going and help her with suggestions. 2 days before, get the names and numbers, and you then pre-profile your guests. You ask them the questions that you're going to need to make sure everything's prepared. Also let your customer, your guests, let them know that there's no obligation for them to buy in the night, but if they want to treat themselves, you're very happy to take cash, check or credit card, just so that they know. And then remind the hostess again about outside orders. Always keep asking about the outside orders. So on the day of the party, we don't just turn up and hope for the best, because, you know, life does get in the way. Things do happen. The kids could be sick. You know, there could have been something that the ladies had to be called away for. You just never know. So call up on the pretext of either asking for directions, or is there parking in front of where her house is, or is it an own door or a shared door, so you know the name that's on it, just so that, you know, it's this final reminder that you're coming along. And then you go and do your party. Fantastic. Day after, send a little card to your hostess thanking her very much for being such a fantastic hostess. If you have a hostess program, we can talk about that another time, then, you know, let her know exactly what she, you know, what her results were from yesterday and where she is in the hostess program league, because people like to know how well they're doing. Get all your guests from that party onto the 2x2x2 system that we have, where, you know, into a folder, so that you know that you have to call them within 2 days to check that everything's okay with their skin. If you've got them booked for the next 2 weeks for either skincare or makeup, depending what you did yesterday, that they're in a diary for that, and that you then start the process again of coaching her appointment. And then get her into your diary for 2 months' time to call her and ask if there's anything she's needing or likely to run out of, because we are not just, you know, seeing customers once, we want them for a lifetime. And we do that by layering in how we look after them. Fill out your weekly summary sheet, because you're going to send that to me on a Sunday night, so that you win all the Bs and other recognition that you can win. And then if you want, get them onto the virtual makeover. You can upload a picture or let them do it, so that they've got a way of accessing, and get them onto your website. Get them to ask them to go on and become a customer there, because it means they can shop 24/7, which, you know, makes life really easy. And then when you're finished, at the bottom of this sheet, put down the sales, how many bookings, how many referrals, and how many career interviews you got from this, because this will give you lots of facts and figures, and you will see which ones were successful, which one has had the most sale, and it just gives you a really good all-over picture of how your business is running. So if you want any of these sent to you, give me a quick shout. I'll email them to you, and I guarantee that if you use this system, you will have more successful parties, and it will all be much more within your control, so you won't be sort of left where you're not really knowing what's going, who's coming, what you've got to do. It'll be so organised, you won't believe how good it is. So go have a great coached party. Bye.